The CBS 21 Political Insiders with Rob Hanrahan.
Welcome back. Let's talk politics. Mark Singal, our Democratic insider, is here, and Kevin Harley for the Republican side. Charlie is off doing something very important. Not, though, as Mark Singal alluded to, testifying before Robert Mueller. However, Jeff Sessions, the FBI director, did not testify, but was interviewed by Mueller. So let's start with you, Kevin. The importance of this, was it expected? Is it going to lead to some sort of testimony?
I don't think it's unexpected at all. I mean, last year, Mueller interviewed Rod Rosenstein, the Deputy Attorney General. He also interviewed Comey. I think this is revolving around the firing of James Comey and the role that Jeff Sessions played in it. It's a very legitimate line of inquiry, and I think nothing more than that.
Mark, a lot of people say the bigger deal, though, here could be that this could lead to him testifying before a grand jury, which is much different, right, than it is than just conducting an interview.
No question about it, but even if you're just talking with Mueller on the special investigation, there's a danger of a perjury trap. You have to be very, very careful that your story is correct and you don't contradict yourself. So this is serious biz. This is important stuff. And what it also signals is that we're getting near the end, because if you're dealing now with the Attorney General, there's only one more person to lend his voice, and that's the President. So I think this is a signal that things are wrapping up.
Do you think we get there?
Well, in terms of Comey being fired, I mean, the President, as the Chief Executive, has every right to fire James Comey. Whether or not there was an obstruction, which is, I think, was where Mueller's trying to go, obstruction of justice, and there hasn't been any evidence of that that's come out to this point. I think the Mueller investigation has so far not really resulted in much of anything. We'll see how it ends, but up to today, it's been really nothing.
But Mark, does the President actually do an interview or testify with Mueller, or does he do that written thing where he just wants to write out the answers?
Remains to be seen. Over the years, they have handled it in different ways. They've submitted testimony, they've done interviews. Bill Clinton did a videotape, you know, that kind of thing. So I think the lawyers are negotiating right now. But it's important to note that when people say that nothing has come out of it, it's like saying, well, the Philadelphia Eagles won the game, and it's only in the third quarter.
Wow.
The game's not even over. He hasn't even wrapped it up yet, so you don't know any findings yet. So let's see what he comes up with.
That is true, but one of the things we do know is that one of the FBI agents that was assigned to Mueller's team, his text messages to his paramour within the Justice Department have suddenly disappeared.
Oh, nonsense. Classic case of misdirection. You know, this is such an important investigation.
How come they can't find them, Mark?
It's ridiculous. People lose emails all the time. I don't keep all my emails, do you?
These were text messages on the FBI cloud, and they're suddenly missing?
And they're between paramours, as he says. So it's much ado about nothing.
Well, this was also the same FBI agent that investigated Hillary Clinton and had a certain clear bias against Donald Trump for the text that we've already seen.
Grasping at straws, grasping at straws.
I'm down to 30 seconds. Redistricting, my favorite word to have to say on TV. Redistricting in Pennsylvania. Will it happen after the state Supreme Court ruling, Kevin? It goes to the Supreme Court if the Republicans can get there in time.
You know, I don't know. We're kind of involved in that, so I can't really predict what's going to happen, but we will see.
Do you think they should be?
I don't think it will. I think this was a state matter. It was taken to the state Supreme Court, and it was limited to that, and that's what the Democratic lawyers are saying. So they have precious little time. I'd say don't waste it on further appeals. Let's get down to drafting a plan that's going to pass muster in Pennsylvania.
That's going to be very interesting, because there are a couple of key races right here and near central Pennsylvania that could be directly affected if they redraw those districts. In other words, candidates already in the field may not live in the districts that they want to run for.
Correct.
Thank you both, guys. Thanks for stopping in, our political insiders. You can hear from them every Tuesday right here on CBS 21 News at 5:30. And, of course, join us Sunday mornings at 8:30 for CBS 21's Face the State.